This is ImageViewer3, and so let me make a new ImageViewer object because I'd already closed the other window. ImageViewer3 adds the smaller and larger buttons, so if you look at the ImageViewer object, you'll see a little bit of difference in the code that is used to display the overall frame for the application. Let's open up London. I'll come back. There's London. Now, if I make the image smaller, I'm actually throwing away pixel data. If I then take that small image and make it larger, you would expect to find that the image is significantly degraded because the program is left having to make up what the color data should be. So let me make this smaller again. Smaller, 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 larger, 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 larger. And so this is why when you're working with image files, you don't want to throw away data that you might need later. Photoshop does a good job of hanging on to that data and making you believe that when you make images smaller until you commit to that change, that you haven't lost anything, but there's a lot of programming going on behind the scenes to make that work. If you do it with something like Microsoft Paint and you make an image smaller, you'll get an effect very much like this, where when you try to make it larger, the software is just trying to make data up. So if we just go and look at the code for that, this code is embedded inside of ImageViewer. And if we scroll down quite a bit, here is the make larger method. Here is the make smaller method. So if the image is not null, ask the image how wide is it, and take half of that. Ask the image how tall is it, take half of that. Make a new image object, then go over for a loop for the new half height for every column in the half width. Set the pixel color to be not the actual pixel value, but the next value next to it. So if you were in column 1, we're going to take the pixel from column 2. If you were in column 2, we're going to take the pixel from column 4. And so what this ends up doing is throwing out half the data. So it really is as simple as that. Every time you're clicking and dragging on an image in an image editing program, that's pretty much the algorithm that has to be applied. So we're going to close off on ImageViewer 3 and move over to ImageViewer 4 next.